Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rabia and welcome to a brand new video for me. Today we're going to be creating this 20s inspired grungy all brown one eyeshadow makeup look. So if you do like the video, please make sure to like, subscribe to the channel, and let's just get into the video. So first I'm going to start off with my eyebrows. I'm using the Anastasia Dark Brown Brow Powder Duo. And I'm only going to use a light brown shade in this because I felt like people in the 1920s probably didn't have a lot going on, but I did want to give my eyeshadow, like my eyebrows, a subtle shaping to them. So I'm just going to use the powder lightly to fill in the bottom and the top, and then fill it in lightly. Now I'm going in with the NARS concealer. This is a potted cream concealer, and I'm just going to shape out my brows, and mostly I want to focus this up on the bottom, again just to give a little bit more shape without having to go in with a darker brow powder. And now I'm going to do contour under my foundation. So this is a Fenty Matchstick in the shade Truffle. And I'm going to use this to contour everywhere I naturally would. So on my cheekbones, my temples, around my face, and my nose, as well as my lips. And I'm just doing this because, again, I feel like in the 1920s, they probably didn't do a lot of contouring, but I just needed some shape to my face. So I thought if I did it underneath of my foundation, it would still be there lightly, but not super noticeable. And I'm just going to blend that out. I'm using a Morphe brush. I will list all of the brushes and items I use shade by shade in case I forget something in the description box, so please make sure to check that out. But I'm just lightly blending over this with this like brush. Now I'm going to go in lightly with concealer. This is the Too Faced Born This Way in the shade Natural Beige. And I'm going to only apply a little bit underneath of my eyes just because I have such dark circles under there. So I'm just putting it really under the eye really closely. And now I'm going in with the Bite Beauty Changemaker Foundation. I'm applying this with my hands just because I wanted natural coverage. So I'm going to apply it with my hands first and then go in with my beauty blender to smooth it out. You're going to see that it's going to look like I covered up that contour, but because it's a deeper shade, it showed through the foundation nicely throughout the day, and it wasn't harsh or super noticeable, but it did what I wanted. It like give me slight structure to my face without being too prominent. I'm going in with this LA Girl gel eye pencil in the shade brown. I'm just really messily gonna create like a slight wing on my top lash line and also put it a little bit on the bottom. And I'm just doing this to frame my eye shape a little bit, and I'm just gonna go over this with just one eyeshadow. So this you can do super messily as long as you get like the shape that you want of like a slight wing on your upper lash line connected to your bottom lash line. You can use any brown, whether you want to go a little deeper, lighter. So I'm using the Churro shade from the Desi X Katy palette, and I'm just going to use this one eyeshadow only and do the whole eye look with this. I'm using a pretty flat shader brush, and I'm going to just pack that right on top of the eyeliner to blend it out so it doesn't look as noticeable. That's why I said we could do it a little messy because we were going to blend it out. And also just going with the same brush on my lower lash line, and I'm going to do this really smoky and smudgy, and this is the only eyeshadow because I want just this one eyeshadow, like not too much of a blend. As you'll notice, like even on my top I packed it all the way up to my crease because I wanted just one shade. I didn't want it to look diffused. I wanted to be like, bam, I'm wearing like brown eyeshadow, because I feel like in the 1920s it was all about dark, smoky, grungy looking eyes and a dark lip. So that's why I did it this way. Now I'm going in with this pretty vulgar concealer, and you can skip this step. The whole point of putting concealer underneath of the foundation was so that it would be bright without being super noticeable. But this concealer is super lightweight and easy to use, so that's why I decided to go over it, because you'll see it doesn't add too much coverage, but just a bare minimum. I didn't want to blend it out because it holds on more coverage if you do it that way, so I just went in with the pretty vulgar For Real mascara and applied that before blending out the concealer. I received both of these items in a BoxyCharm, and I mentioned in my last video that they're just amazing and they work so well, and I really like it. So you can see like it's not a lot of coverage, but it did cover a little bit and on the more natural side. I feel like my skin looks so amazing. So because I'm oily, I did decide to powder. I really wanted to skip out, but I just powdered my entire face with the same Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade 310 all over, just to mattify it a little bit, but I didn't apply too much. And then I needed some brightness because my dark circles were really trying to come through on this day. So I went in with the Wet n Wild contour duo, and I used the banana shade to just brighten my eyes, and I left it on for just a little bit. Now I'm using the Patrick Tall blush in the shade She's Seductive. This is my favorite shade right now. I can't stop using it, and I just applied that. It's super like neutral. It's a light pink, so it's not too much. Now I'm going in with the ColourPop X Shayla BFF4 lip liner. It's a nice deep brown. And I'm going to line my lips with this just so I can kind of create an outline of where the lipstick needs to go and I don't go overboard. But you're gonna see right now I am accidentally gonna outline my lips with the lipstick even though I did this step. This is the Anastasia Brandy lipstick. I thought this was perfect. It's a nice brown red tone lipstick. It felt like super 1920s to me, and I really like Anastasia lipsticks. So see there, I messed it up a little bit. I try to blend it out, but I'm gonna go in with my concealer brush that I used under my eyebrows and clean it up a little bit more. But I love this lipstick color, and Anastasia matte lipstick formulations are great. And so here you can see I use that same concealer brush and concealer that I used underneath my eyebrows. And that, you guys, it completes the makeup look. I really liked it. It was super simple, super nice. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. Again, please consider subscribing to the channel, sharing with a friend, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!